Oh, here we are at the end. Finally, I've been filming all these videos in a row. I can't even breathe anymore. I'm gonna pass out. I need water. Hey there guys, how's it going? Yeah, this footage doesn't quite match up, but whatever. Let's just finish this video. I had to redo it. Let's move on. Furious 6 stars Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Dwayne Johnson, Tyrese, Ludacris, Luke Evans, Michelle Rodriguez, Gina Carano, a little teeny weeny bit of Jordana, Brewster. Am I forgetting anyone? Kang, Gadot. Yeah, this cast is pretty big, and it's directed by Justin Lin. This is his final Fast and Furious movie, at least for now. I don't know if he'll ever come back, but as of right now, this was his last one. He did 4 in a row. He really helped redefine the franchise and what it could be, and so he wanted to end it with this one and hopefully go out on a high note. In this movie, Dom, Brian, and their crew have been enjoying the good life. You know, they stole a whole lot of money, and they're just living as fugitives, but they're living a somewhat good life. Brian became a father. Vin Diesel's with Elena the cop that I didn't mention from Fast 5 review. But Elsa Pataki, she played a cop in that, and now she's his girlfriend because Letty was dead. But she actually returned. She's alive. Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson's character, comes and says, yeah, we got pictures of her, she's alive. And she's apparently part of this crew led by Luke Evans, the villain of the movie, and Hobbs is like, dude, I need you, of everyone, you're the guys that can do this best, I need you to help me catch this guy. And that's our movie. We got them running around London, causing mayhem and destruction. And is this movie the high point of the franchise, even more in Part 5? Did Justin Lin top himself like he wanted to? He tried. He sure tried to. That's the sort of thing with sequels, just make it bigger and better, and it really seems like they went for that fully in this movie. They really tried their best. Fast 5 was fantastic. It was a little on the dumb side at times. Not exactly the smartest movie, but the spectacle and entertainment value was just so great. In this one, I feel like they went a little too big, a little too over the top, to the point where it became a wee bit of a Michael Bay movie at times. Pretty much the scene where you got Hobbs and Tej talking to some snobby British guy, that scene felt like some Michael Bay movie, but otherwise, the action overall, Justin Lin films terrific action scenes. He just creates a great spectacle that you can buy into even though it's ridiculous, just because he films it really well. And yeah, this movie's got some really great ones. There is a chase where Luke Evans' villain has, what are they, like Formula 1, tiny little cars, and they have an attachment that you can flip other cars. That was a cool scene, even though that scene is the first one that starts. The laws of physics in this don't quite match up. There's a little bit of superhero-ness going on. People are able to make jumps from moving cars that wouldn't exactly work. People fly through the air, catch other people, and slam into cars going like 200 miles an hour. There's some over-the-top superhuman stuff going on here, and it just doesn't quite fit. It's a little bit too much, a little too absurd. But the action is still awesome. There's a lot of great scenes. The tank scene, how could I not mention it? The tank scene. There's a couple times where it's like, that really just, absurd and stuff. But overall, it's just the spectacle of a giant tank just causing destruction and stuff. It's fun and entertaining. The end scene, that's one where you really got to mention just how ridiculous. It's just, they're chasing a plane down a runway. The runway's 28 miles long. It's ridiculous. And like, the action is so crazy ridiculous over the top, you just sort of have to, if you're gonna enjoy this movie at all, you're gonna have to go with it. And I did. I was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but it's awesome at the same time. I can go with it. And yeah, mostly is because the characters involved, and we've grown attached to them. 6 movies now. We like these characters. We know them. We enjoy them. We don't want them to get hurt, and even though we probably know they won't, because they do some crazy shit and still walk away pretty fine. We've also got great character interactions, you know, Tyrese, Ludacris, everyone, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, just everyone interacting. It's very humorous. It's fun to watch them just goof around and be funny. So yeah, that's why I enjoy this movie. I like the characters enough to go with some of the more crazy action and just enjoy the over-the-top crazy spectacle. But sometimes it's just a little too much. The writing at times, pretty dumb actually. Some of the writing in this was pretty poor because Michelle Rodriguez is back. And why? Because amnesia. This is Fast and the Furious. This isn't a soap opera. What's going on here? Because I don't like the amnesia thing. It's pretty lame. It gives Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez something to do. And a couple scenes of it were alright. But it's just kind of like, yeah, I like it. I want to try to go with it. But some of the writing is a little weak. A little bit of plot holes here and there. A couple things just like, oh, they did that, of course. And like there's a plot twist or two that just comes out of nowhere and really doesn't pay off. And even really didn't even need to be there. And the performances, like the new people, with everyone that came back, I love. Gal Gadot, best performance of the 3 Fast and Furious movies she's been in. I liked her a lot in this one. Kang was really good. Luke Evans is a little dull and boring as a villain. Now, it's more performance, because the guy's intimidating. He's kind of a badass in that there's destruction he can cause with his tank and Formula 1 car, stuff like that. Like, he's a dangerous villain that you can buy as a badass, but the performance is just kind of dull, so it doesn't quite help. He's just, like, yeah, he's intimidating, but he's also dull and boring. And also Gina Carano. She's in this as The Rock's partner, and man, I liked her in Haywire because she could kick ass really good. But in that movie, it's like you couldn't even really judge her acting because they took out her voice and dubbed in a new voice, so it's like, the facial stuff is kind of, I don't know. And this movie, it's like, yeah, she's not a good actress. She's not. She can beat people up. She's a real MMA badass. As an actress, just not very good. So yeah, this movie, the writing's a little bit dumb. I don't really like the story. To be honest, the story and where it goes at times is like, this is almost Too Fast, Too Furious, just like silly, dumb writing. But like Too Fast, Too Furious, as silly and dumb as it gets, I still enjoy it for pretty much most of the time. So this movie isn't as great, but yet it's just so much fun that I enjoy it, and it like really elevates it. The enjoyment level of just liking the people involved and all that makes it good. The direction, really acid direction, is fantastic in this. It looks really great. All the action looks fantastic. I would give Furious 6 a B+. And yeah, this is the last of it, and was it worth the journey? Yes, I really enjoyed coming back to watch all these movies over again, and it made me appreciate them more, because, you know, just watching Tokyo Drift, just randomly like, alright, I'll watch Tokyo, I know the franchise, but I haven't seen Tokyo Drift, check it out. You might feel like, that's kind of lame, but if you watch them all together, even the bad movies kind of feel like, I didn't like it, but I was happy to watch it with all the other ones. It makes it feel like a very good, cohesive journey, and that's what's got me really into it. I'm really into this franchise after watching them all. Very interested in seeing Furious 7, just excited about it. So comment below, tell me you thought of Furious 6. I know it's technically called Fast and Furious 6, but the title on the Blu-ray said Furious 6. That's the official title in my opinion. So yeah, what do you think of it? Comment below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.